Hello class, this is Mrs. Hare. I'm so glad you're on here doing your homework. Most of your homework will just be copying down a few definitions, but it's going to save us a lot of time tomorrow in class when we go over divisibility. Remember, you can hit pause anytime you need to so that you can get written down what you need to get written down. Okay, so what is divisibility? On the top of your page in your spiral notebook, I want you to write divisibility. Actually, you should have already had that written down. And I want you to put this definition down. Divisibility means that after dividing, there will be no remainder. Let's give an example of what that means. Look at this number, 356,821. Can you tell just by looking at this number if it is divisible by 2, or divisible by 5, or divisible by 10, divisible by 3, divisible by 9, or divisible by 6? With divisibility rules, you can tell just by looking at the number. So the next thing I want you to write down is this definition right here. Divisibility rules help you learn shortcuts to tell when a number can be divided by another number with no remainder. Copy this definition down. Remember, you can hit pause if you need to. Once we get this definition copied down, then we're going to go over all of the individual divisibility rules. So let's first talk about the divisibility rule for 2. And you're going to write the definition for divisibility by 2 on the back side of the flap in your spiral notebook. Okay, this is what I want you to copy, what is here in the box. A number is divisible by 2 if the number is even. And remember, even numbers end in either 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Copy this definition down, and then we'll go into the next rule. The next rule that you're going to write on the back side of the flap that has the number 5 on it is divisibility by 5. A number is divisible by 5 if it ends in 0 or 5. Copy what's in the box on the back side of the flap that has the 5 on it. All right, we're ready to write down our next divisibility rule. It's divisibility by 10. Copy this definition down on the back side of the flap that has a 10 on it. A number is divisible by 10 if it ends in a 0. All right, we're ready for our next divisibility rule. This one is divisibility by 3. You're going to copy the definition down on the back side of the flap that has a 3 on it. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Our next divisibility rule is divisibility by 9. You're going to copy the definition on the flap, the back side of the flap that has a 9 on it. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. Next divisibility rule is divisibility by 6. The definition to copy down is a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. And I suggest you underline the words both and 2 and 3 just like it's shown on the page. Okay, you should be done with your homework. All I wanted you to do was copy down the divisibility rules. To go over them one more time so they're all on one screen where you can hit pause in case you missed something. The rules for divisible by 2 if the last digit is even. Divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Divisible by 5 if the last digit is 0 or 5. divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 3. The rule for divisibility by 9 is if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. And the rule for divisible by 10 is if the last digit is a 0. All right, you may not understand all of this, but now you have your notes completed so that we can spend tomorrow in class really going over what this means and practicing the problems together. Look forward to seeing you. Bye.